Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to another stream. It is Thursday night, and yeah, welcome along to Ian, MPW Joseph, Do Alice. Yeah, good evening to all of you. Hello to every one of you, and to anyone else that might be here. Hope you're all doing well. So yeah, we finished the last series against the Hasty Bot. We played a game. We played 150 games against it, and somehow, even despite being behind by like 19 games, I managed to come out 74.5 wins to 75.5 wins to the Hasty Bot. Put a bit of a run together towards the end of the series, so it was encouraging. But with Albany coming up in about 8 weeks from now, and we have the SPC and World Cup coming in August, I think now is probably the time to start ramping up my practice a little bit and playing against the best bot. So the best bot is the most difficult bot known to the universe that plays Scrabble, and it's played on Woogles.io. You do have to be a contributing member to Woogles to be able to play it nowadays. So yeah, go show your support to Woogles and do all those things. But yeah, I decided to do that, and so for the next 2 months or so, I guess, we're going to start a series of 100 games against the best bot. But what we're going to do is kind of replicate it almost to tournament conditions, not to tournament conditions, but like as much as like as close to tournament as it could possibly be. Even though it's nighttime and I'm also on a stream, so we're gonna play basically 7 games each match day. It's gonna be a longer game, so it's gonna be a 15-minute per side game. Don't forget that the best bot does take time to think as well, so it could take a while. But and I also will not resign any games. I'm going to try and play it to the best of my abilities all the way to the end. And another important factor is that I'm going to be keeping track of the spread as well. So I'm not expecting my spread to be particularly good, but I'm going to keep track of that too over the 100 games, and see how well I can do against it. And I want to basically play the games as if all the way to the end, as if like I'm playing in a tournament. So each game could potentially last up to 30 minutes, again, because the bot takes time to think. We're going to play 7 games, pretty much every match day, apart from the match day that gets you to, instead of 49 games, we'll make it 50. We'll play 8 games on those, like, last 50, at the end of the 50 each there. So that's what we're going to be doing. And that will last about another 14 streams, which would be about 7 weeks, which would be, again, towards the start of Albany. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing for a little while. And yeah, I guess it's time to start playing. All right, so as I said, we're going to be doing we're going to be playing the first 7 games of the series tonight. There will always, or as always, there will be a prediction as well. And the prediction is slightly different this time, even though there will be 4 possible results. There will be spread involved as well as part of the some of the prediction outcomes. So that is something to look forward to later on. I guess I could potentially start the prediction now, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and see what happens. But yeah, what we're gonna do is start the series. So we're gonna move up from the Hasty Bot, and we're gonna move to the best bot, which is the most difficult bot available, and we're going to change it to a 15-minute per side game here. I'm not going to change the challenge rule because we know that the bot doesn't make phonies, so I'm going to leave it as void. And yeah, we're going to play to CSW24, which again, just so you guys know, that the FINIWORDS game above my head right now is played to CSW24 also. So if there are some weird words there, then that's why. So yeah, let's start number 1. MPW Joseph is, how many minutes do you get in Albany per game? It's going to be the standard 25 minutes. I could very easily just make this 25 minutes per side, but because I don't want to stream for like 6 hours, and it would also not be that interesting for you. I mean, we're going to strike a little balance here. I'm going to make it 15 minutes, so at least I have time. I should, in theory, have enough time to think about every move in a bit more detail. But we do know that the best spot does take time to think, as you can see already. Is probably going to it's probably going to take like 2 minutes on the first move, and it will gradually get a little bit faster. But I think that once it's kind of generating its plays and simulating its plays, it should come up with the best play like sooner rather than later. But that's really the main downside to best spot, is that it does take time, and in terms of you guys watching, there's going to be a bit more time to you know, a bit more downtime, so to speak, in terms of that. But once the game gets going, then we should be off to the races and off and running. Hi to Muff with Tentacles, saying I would watch all 6 hours. Well, thank you for that. I don't know if I would even watch all 6 hours of that, but yeah, I also need to try and play a bit slower as well, and play a bit better as well. So I think that the best move here might just be Matza. That's 42 points. Pun is a kind of a weird play because I think that looks like the bot is quite strong. I don't really feel like I have many other options apart from this that I can really play. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with this. Okay, don't draw any vows. Not particularly good there. Oh well. Hi to Cooper in the chat also, good to see you here. Good evening to you. Hey, hello. Actually, you know what? There's a lot of people already watching, so I'm going to start the prediction now. Let's just do it. Okay, the bot plays Entires. Again, no surprise, the bot does play a bingo here. I think I'm going to play Bomb. I can't even think of a longer word that would even play, and these actually get rid of my worst tiles, so I think this is almost a no-brainer here. Okay, I have Stolida onto the E. Yeah, we'll see if that E stays open. Yeah, so if we can always say that it's just a complete, it's completely rigged if I lose, because the best bot is the house bot, so, you know, they can make the bot look better than it actually is, and you know, so on. But as I said, there is a prediction ongoing right now, so there are 4 outcomes to this prediction, so it's slightly different to normal. So option 1 is that I'm gonna get 3 wins or more. This is, again, we're gonna play 7 games, so I'm setting the bar a little bit lower against the best bot. Option 2 is 2 wins and minus 249 spread, or I get 2.5 wins. So anything between that that band is option 2. Option 3 is that I'll have 1.5 wins, or 2 wins and 250 spread or lower. And option 4 is 1 win or fewer. So use your A9 quiz wisely. Get predicting on what you think the result will be. Again, we're kind of like going this in terms of like, if you saw this in standings, what result do you think I will have? So that's how you, I guess, would think about it in that sense. Okay, so Yagi has come down. I'm struggling to think of any bingos with an I with this rack. And I think A is just dilators. So, and there's no bingo ending with a U. Is there anything with an N? I don't think so. So it might just be Stolida here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to play that. 60 points, okay. So also in real life, MKWs, if we play for 25 minutes per side in person, but again, playing online, also you don't need to write down the scores, you don't have to pick tiles, you don't have to do all these other like menial tasks, which I think on average probably takes about 5 or 6 minutes per game. So in theory, if I wanted to replicate the actual time that is being used, I would probably could put it to like a 19-minute timer, and that should probably replicate it well enough. But I think 15 minutes should still be fine. I shouldn't be running out of time too often, hopefully, but I have been known to either be playing pretty quickly or I play way too slowly, so I need to find a balance here. Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's you know, a few other different things than in real life and on here. So, oh wow, this is rigged. It's playing Yagi again. Okay, there's a glitch in the matrix here. So I'm thinking of playing Envoy. That looks decent at least. Don't see anything through the G. And anywhere else on the board doesn't score enough or opens up too much. Yeah, I think we have to pick Envoy. So I think that's the play here. All right. So we have coins down on option 1 and 2 so far in the prediction. Keep those predictions coming. Okay, the bot plays a bingo here, 83 points. Just so you know, I'm not expecting to win pretty much hardly any games today against this bot. I'm setting my stall out very low, and I'm feeling I might have a bit of trouble even getting to that. So we'll soon see how it turns out. So I've got a few options here. So things like hide for 27, or hide, or fee for 23. I think hip line is also good, so that would be 36, but very dangerous. So yeah, I just want to figure out what to do here. Especially now that I'm already 85 points behind. Yeah, what would I really do here? I feel like hip line might be too dangerous, but I do open 2 triples at least, so I might get one, or get one and the bot will get the other. It does score significantly more than the others. And there's still 2 blanks on scene, so there's a great chance of picking something if I do this. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards this right now. Puts me at 182, so about 50 behind. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do this. Hopefully the bot doesn't hit me too hard with that. Okay, we also have one coin in option 3. I do have a bingo through the V now. I have Couvades, however you pronounce that. So at least that's something, and it looks, at least because I've played hip line there, less likely that the bot will actually block it. Because it probably will play above, yeah, just like that. So I think I have to play my bingo here. I don't think there's anything else that would really, I mean, in terms of like just places on the board, this is probably the highest scoring place anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna play this. Puts me now 1 point behind. Just have to be careful of this potential Q spot. Although there's no other really big, apart from the K, obviously. There's a really big threat to hit that triple. Because the medium point constants like the CFFW, they're the only ones left. You got the D now, that's the slightly lower scoring tile. Okay, so the Q comes down. I haven't drawn too well here. So yeah, Still a bit worrying that there's no blanks yet as well. I can't really afford to open anything up yet as well, because I'm just going to get hit with something, I think. I don't know. I mean, I don't see much else apart from playing Boyo here, but I'm still left with bad tiles. Just in bad shape. Like, how can I get rid of more of these tiles? Like, is it better to exchange? But like, the board is already pretty blocked. If the bot just blocks something else off now, and then that's pretty much game over. Yeah, just not sure what to do here. Like Bigot also gets rid of more bad tiles as well. But man, I just don't think it's. I'm getting enough of a score here. I shouldn't really be exchanging. But Bigot also gets rid of a few more tiles, and keeps this lane open as well. Boyo kind of does that too. There's no S's left. Opens to B, but I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. I don't know. I might have to just play this. I really don't know. Actually, wait a minute. Another option I could. Oh, wait a minute. Another option I could also play is playing Bug down here. Although that kind of is a bit more blocky. I don't really like how that is. I thought that is to the board. Yeah, it might have to be bigger because I don't know. Just gotta hope to draw something well and hopefully get something on the next turn after that. So we'll have the X. Wonder if I can leverage that in some way. I mean, I do have the immediate XU here, but I don't have any E's to go underneath. It might kind of be the bingo lane that I'm kind of wanting to open. Because I don't have any bingo lanes. I could play Rude down here as well, 33 points. So yeah, there's a few scoring options here, but just have to hope that the bot doesn't have anything great. Just trying to survive another turn, which is probably something I'm going to be saying quite a lot against the best bot for the next next few months, just to survive. But we'll see. But yeah, despite the 15-minute timer, I've already used more than 10 minutes already. Be very interesting to see what the bot does next. So where's it go, what it does. Because it will either tell me, I think, if the bot has a blank or a strong rack, and maybe might open something up, or if it's actually defensive and doesn't have anything good. It's really hard to tell with QI what it could have. Because it could be keeping really good tiles, it could be keeping bad tiles, and QI would be the right answer both ways. But I'm only 24 points behind as of right now. It's still... Oh, okay, so this is telling me that the bot is strong because it's playing ore. It must be sitting on 5 other good tiles right now. Probably means that I will draw the kind of the worst. And if you listed all the different possibilities of what I would draw the next turn, I'm probably going to draw in the bottom half of that next turn for sure. So this is not good news, because there's not really any place to bingo on this board. And both of my best moves, I think, it's basically telling me that I need to open up the board. Another option I could even, if I'm too scared to do anything, I could play Tux here. At least this wouldn't open up any real floaters, and I can still stay within 13 points. And maybe try and let the bot try and open up the board. It's it's really difficult though, because I think the bingo's most likely to come next to Stolida with like a TE ending or something like that. Plenty of E's and 2 T's on scene as well. I think that's most likely. I don't think I can really do XU here. I'm just gonna get hit with a bingo. Rue, okay, the floaters are not particularly great, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't know how I can. I mean, I also need to open. I mean, I could potentially still win without bingoing too. So I just don't want the bot to win in one turn, essentially. Oh man, I don't really know. I don't really know. Tux is definitely the more defensive option. I mean, the bot could also still bingo through the ass. That is another option as well. But it does have to be in a specific spot. So yeah, oh man, I don't know. I mean, maybe I just have to do this. I don't know. I mean, the X is not great. The U is not necessarily a great floater tile, but if you have a blank, you're probably going to bingo anyway. I don't know. Puts me to within 6. I don't really want this O, so I think we're going to go with this. I'm running a bit low on time as well, so I do need to speed up. Last thing I really would want is, well, either a bingo that comes against me, or some kind of really tricky endgame that's going to burn a lot of time. But this is kind of the practice that I need. I do need to play a bit faster in these kind of games. And again, I am also talking, which I would not necessarily do in an actual tournament game, but do need to think a bit faster here. Oh, well, there you go. The bot does bingo. Reflux for 66, so yeah, I was pretty much doomed anyway. I think it would have bingoed with Tux anyway. Okay. So 8 tails in the bag. The bot didn't even play both blanks. I don't know. I'm just gonna have. Oh, I don't really like this play because there's still a J on scene as well. Oof, it's not good. I could just play Dork here instead of Core. Maybe I do that. Playing Core going down will give away the JA spot. I think that's almost always going to get played, or going to get blocked at least as well. Okay, Foe has come down. Looks like the bot might be trying to bingo again, but I wanted to try and get this game over and done with. I'm going to play Fatten here. Okay. Jaw, okay. Do I have a way to go out? Stallet? No, Stout is good. Oh wait, I have okay, I have that there too. that would just been easier. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so we ended up losing by 65 points. So this might be the only time we'll ever be level with the best spot. And that would have been at the very start. But here we are. We're gonna update the scoreboard. It's 0-1, 6 minus 65 spread. And again, for those that have just joined over the last maybe 10-15 minutes or so, there is a prediction that is ongoing right now in the Twitch chat, so go and use your A9 coins wisely, get predicting what you think the result might be. We do have coins on options 1, 2, and 3 so far, so if there's anyone that really doesn't think that I'm going to win any games, again, very possible it could happen. Should bet for option 4 and you would end up winning all the coins. There's currently about 6,500 coins being bet already, so please add to that if you can. There's still a little bit of time to predict, but not all that much more time, so get yourself involved with that soon. But yeah, that was game number 1. Let's move on to game number 2. Oh, I have a bingo here. How radulay. So where should I play this bingo? Do I double the D here? Is that the right thing to do? I feel like Macondo will probably tell me not to play it like that and probably play it like this or something. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this instead. This is a bit more defensive, but I'm gonna go with that. Play it vertically. Yeah, it will never suggest to play it vertically, so. Okay, Iwi has come down. Didn't take too much time for that one. Okay. Okay, let me think. What's there anything here? I think arcology is good. I think sarcology is also good. I think that's how I remember that. Not acrology. Okay, there we go. Okay, we drew the other blank, and an S, although we drew some bad tiles. Okay, the bot has bingo through the C. Okay, and there's not many options available here. It might just be OO above unsluice, or OE or something. Maybe just OO. It's 14 points. Is there something here? I don't think there is. Oh. It's one of those racks where I'm like, I feel like there's something here, but it might not be. It might just be something very close. And it's one of those racks where, like, if you just tell me if there is a bingo and you just told me that there was a bingo, I would find it. But it's just like, it doesn't look like there's anything here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with OO here. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, really good draw there. Drew into D and a T. So should be able to bingo again. Oh, I need a K. Oh, yeah. Koyas? Yeah. I don't know if I would have seen it if there was a K on the board. Not gonna lie. But again, if you told me that there was something there and where it was through, then I would find it. But different kind of fish here. Oh, okay. So what's this? Hay has come down. No. There was no K open anyway, so it's fine. But no, you don't have to tell me. I need to do this myself. I have to be able to do this myself. this is like the kind of move where I could easily spend like my whole 10 minutes here. I haven't even started. I haven't even looked through that U yet on Sluice. There's too many things to look at here. But it's also important not to burn too much time. Might just be better. Might just have to play this down here. Let's play something like Steamed, something like that. Oh. Okay, cat has come down. I do have the X, but I can also play Drac here as well. That scores a lot of points. It's 54. Looks really good here. Keeping my X for scoring potential next turn. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this. Hopefully draw an I and play something underneath cat. Okay, don't draw an I. Vilify comes down, okay. This might be the time where I have to start like blocking things off a little bit. Just start taking up space on this board. Even something simple like Vaunt does a very good job of doing that. It just takes up space. Takes up psychology. Any bingos ending with this A here, any not 4 timers. This L, the U, and even any of these spaces down here. It does a really good job of that. I don't think there's anything better than that though. And with Vaunt I do keep OX for Ox and Ox, so I keep some scoring potential next turn as well. So maybe we do Vaunt. There is the Avant hook as well, and it still keeps this top part open. I would like it to be a slightly longer word, but might be okay like this. I think we'll go with this here. I mean, you can still put an I through, make via. But this blocks off the board a little bit. And yeah, I do have scoring potential with things like Hex above Vilify. That scores 47. Okay, 2 has come down, which is good because it blocks off the bingo lane with this D at the bottom of the board. I think we're gonna go, and it actually blocks off bingo lanes with this O. Could actually just play Hex here. And now suddenly the board is not looking particularly great for bingos. So it's very quickly got to be very quick to shut this game, this board down. I mean, there's still a bingo lane with this S as well. Unsluice. Hopefully we can draw an A or something. We can block everything with the Vaunt. Instead I have egg on my rack. Up by 133 here. Okay, Melt has come down. This is interesting. It does look like, I mean, it feels like the bot is relatively strong, I guess. So that's a slight worry. But the question is, do I keep blocking things up, or do I just try and go for points now, or what? Like, I could do something like Omov here, but there's still a Z that could play above it. Looks very dangerous. Could play Gov or Mog here instead. I mean, it still leaves the Z open. Or I could just go and play Mog here. That scores 26, scores a little bit more. I feel like I can't really just sit here and defend forever. So it might have to be something like Mog here. At least I could probably withstand 2 bingos if that happens. Okay, there we go. Just drew the Z. Wouldn't be surprised if the bot bingo's in. It does, and it actually gives me a place for Zune. So I can play that. Another option also is to play Gross here, which blocks off a lot of the board, especially with 2 Ps on the scene as well. Pre-trains is an option as there, so maybe this is actually slightly better. Just for defensive purposes, this is superior to Zune. And even with the Gene's leave, there's no guarantee that I'm going to bingo, so I could just do this and set up shop here. So I'm going to do that. Of course, this also takes an E hook and a Y hook, and I have the E, so I don't want to open up the board too much. We'll have to see what the bot does next. But now you're really only got the T and the R to play through, and anything underneath the Z here. There's not a great deal else available, and that's partly the reason why playing a bit of board control goes a long way. Pierog comes down. I could block the board up more and play Zineb. That's a fairly good option here, I think, because that does block off a lot of stuff, and the floaters will now be even more difficult to use. And I also do not have any great way of actually scoring points on this turn, so this might actually be pretty good. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with it and play Zineb for 22. Keep 2 in the bag. Wow, interesting that the bot plays Joe here. Looks like it might be trying to fish for something. I'm not quite sure what it was trying to fish for. maybe some kind of bingo through that eye. I don't know. There's also this OU on the left hand side as well. I don't think there's anything through there though. So I'll have options here to play something like bluer. I don't think there's any bingos there with that. Firelander doesn't fit, so I don't think I have to worry about that. It's just a matter of, can I go out, and I can in multiple spots. So another sneaky thing I could do is potentially to set up some kind of play with Sujo, but I don't think I have the right letters to be able to do that. So I think I'm just going to go with bluer here. Set up puns. Also have span through the A of return. Oh wait a minute, I have the P here. Wait a minute, I completely forgot about this. I have the P to go up here. What could I even do there? Tree trains. It should be sup. That would be the only thing I could do. Probably doesn't work out so well as well anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with bluer. Let's go with that. Okay, fair has come down. So yeah, I think span might be the best outplay here. Okay. I have to think all the way to the end here because I want to get as much spread as I possibly can. Okay, there we go. So we won the second game. This is good, I guess. So it's 100 and how much is that? 146 point victory. So I'm now up to a spread of plus 81 and a one-on-one record. This now means that I'm on the betting line of options 3 and 4. Which is 1 win or fewer. That is option 4 right now, and we still have 5 games left, so we're going to continue with game number 3, and the bot will go first here. I think the other one begins with an S, I think. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's 7 words there, and you pretty much never ever need to play any of those things. Cool definition though. Oh my gosh. The bot exchange is 1. Wow. Okay. So I was going to play QA anyway, and I think I'd still have to do it. I'm giving 2 floaters here. The Q is not really much of a floater, but the I is there. And if the bot plays anything, it's going to play anything anyway. I'm giving 1 floater away. That probably won't score too much, hopefully. And this actually makes it, I mean, with the Q there, it makes it more difficult to play at a 7. So I don't know. I'm going to have to just go for it, I think. Take 22 points and hope for the best. Okay, so enamels comes down. Interesting to see what the bot would have what the bot held there. As it sort of the 6 tile. I guess it probably kept the probably just drew the E or something. You know, playing elk. Don't really particularly like that play though. Kind of sucks. There's got to be something better than that. Could play hiker. It's kind of a weird play, but doesn't really hit anything, but it scores really well and keeps good tiles. Maybe that's decent here. Okay, I think we'll go with this. But again, that's a kind of move that if I was given like 5 minutes to finish the game, I would never have really have found that one. Which is why I need to take a bit more time. Okay, so the bot plays web, which really does jam up the board a lot. Could play Rebozo. It's probably my highest scoring play, but it does give away a lot of points. Probably don't really want to be doing that. Just due to how many points it gives back, not particularly great, and I'm leaving myself with no vowels. So I'm kind of putting myself in a bind here if I do that. Words like trues, T-R-O-O-Z, don't fit. Anything without the Z doesn't really score very much. Other options that I could even play are something like stool to set up my Z potentially. I don't really know how else I'm gonna really do it though. really gonna get anything done here. Really hard to. Really hard to really do anything. Something like still might be fine here. Maybe I can just do it. I feel like the bot is gonna play him pretty much like 80% of the time. But I think I have to try something different. Try something that might yield some points. Oof. That was not what I had in mind. Okay, so the bot plays prong. Maybe the bot also doesn't have many many vowels in its rack either. So another option for me is to play cream, because that might really be my only like decent scoring play. Hope to draw some vowels. Okay, draw one. Wow. Okay, so the bot plays hens. So yeah, it does clearly not have any. Doesn't have any vowels. I'm gonna play tact here. This seems to be the only real scoring play that I have available. It gets rid of a lot of. Plays a longer word. So we'll do that. Interesting. It also played the ass, so I'm pretty sure the bot has another ass. So kind of making inferences here. So thinking it does have another S somewhere, although the S doesn't really go anywhere on this board. But, you know, that could change at any time. Engram. Okay, so this sets up my spot for ZE. Again, leave is terrible, but 48 points is enough to put me almost level again. Without really having to do anything. Down by 11 right now. Wow, how about that? The bot does not want to open up anything here. So I could play ID here for 19. Keeps things kind of under control. Also have the O for rebop as well. That might come in useful. I could play something underneath Chi potentially. Yeah, very cagey game here. Curvy has come down. I think this now means that something like Bodger looks like the best play. by far. He gets rid of everything that I want to get rid of and scores 26 points. So I think that's really the play now. And it does open up the board. But I'm going to have to try and go for those S's and blanks. There's still a lot of vowels unseen, which is going to be a problem for somebody at some point, potentially anyway. Jedi has come down. So interesting. I could do something like Bufo here. 27. I could even play something like Wolf, which is pretty good because the bot is probably not going to play down here. I can just play EX next to it and get more points that way. And in 2 moves I can get a good number of points on both turns, so I think that this is actually a pretty deceivingly strong play here. Unless the bot has the Y or an S that can go underneath it, but and again we kind of assume that the bot has another S. But I think this is okay. Oh, just drew the blank. Okay. Just got a blank. That's nice. 7-point difference here in the score. The downside is that I have 2 U's, and if I play EX down at the bottom, then I'm not getting rid of those U's. Don't think there's any words that go underneath woof. Oh, okay, so the bot does play a word next to woof. Which could end up being one of those cat and mouse games here where like if whoever opens up the board is probably going to lose. The opponent will probably have a bunch of good tiles to punish you with. I'm kind of slightly apprehensive about opening up the board here until I'm like fully ready to unleash. So I could play something like put. Scores 14 points. Okay, I think we'll go with this. Okay, just doing S now. That's good. If I can shift this X, then I might be ready to open up the board. There's a lot of vowels unseen, not that many consonants. Maybe if the bot is not opening up, it probably doesn't fancy its own chances of doing too much. You just can't really play the X in many places here. That's safe. Okay, so the bot now plays a bingo. Okay, so now we're ready to come out and play now. Let's see. could play next. Oop, that's not it. Next here. Oop, not the S. Is that right? So there's no other S's or blanks left now. I wonder if some kind of setup play would work here. I'm not really sure. I'm a bit far behind though, that's the problem. But I think I'm going to play next. I'm likely to draw a bunch of vowels. And I need some different openings on the board. So let's open this side of the board up a little bit. Okay, but exchange is 6. I'm assuming that it just has a lot of vowels. And probably just dumped a whole bunch of vowels left back in the bag. So that's very interesting. Just exchanged 6. Wow. So it's probably left all the bad tiles back in the bag. Although I'm not really seeing any amazing plays here. Could play woofy, but I could draw into another vowel. Really need to get rid of these vowels. Woofy's 22. Put OY here. 22 also. Maybe this is good. It's a bit more difficult to block above OI. We'll do that. Okay, drew another E and a consonant, which is good for me. I'm 31 points behind. I have 2 minutes 40 seconds left. Okay, it's based 2E. Okay. So I have a bingo here. I can play unreeves. Don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Shouldn't waste too much time. It's 74. Go up by about 29. Leave 2 in the bag. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go with it. Okay, possible the bot could play D-Lane, and it can play D-Lane up here now. So I need to do something about this spot, which is gonna be very difficult to block. Oh. Alien is also another bingo there. Ooh. Okay. Okay, bingo with a P. I don't think it can. Like if I do something like pot or something, can it do anything? I mean, it could outrun me though, which is the problem. 14. tap. No, I have to play downwards from here. What if I play a tap? It's 13. Does that win? No, entailed. I can't do that either. Oh, jeez. Okay, might just have to play Pat here. Just hope for the best. I have not worked out this end game. 39-point difference here. I can get like 10, 11 points. So I can get AA here for 11 or 00. I'm assuming Annie because I don't know why you wouldn't play Annie there. Not sure. And hi by the way to Weibin. It's good to see you here. How's the bot going to beat me from here? AN. Is it going to play down a site next to it, isn't it? It wants to play next to it, I guess. Phew. Okay, I managed to block Elide going down, which would have been like 30 points. I didn't have enough time to work out how much that would have been. Wait, let me figure that out. That's 32 points. It would have been 32, and I would have got 5 extra points. So I think I still would have won, but not by quite as much. Maybe this was a slightly better outplay. Anyway. So, yeah. We won a second game. We won by 10 points, so my spread increases to 91. So yeah, I mean, we're currently... that means that option 4 cannot happen. So that is that. Option 2 and 3, we're still in the midst of this because I could still lose 4 games here and by a lot, and my spread could drop below 250, so we don't know yet. But if I do win another game, then option 1 will be the result. Okay, so that's 3 games done. We've got 4 more to go. So let's start game number 4 now. Phew, yeah, got lucky there. Okay. Got Aundy, I think. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Stop it, stop winning, okay. I'll try to go easy on the bot here, okay? Don't worry. There'll be no trouble trying to go easy on the bot here. Don't worry. Okay, Vug has come down. I think something like Axing looks pretty good. Lots of hooks. It's kind of dangerous, but keeps some good tiles. Is there something I'm missing here? I don't think so. I think Axing is probably pretty good. Okay. Now I have the Y. I can just keep adding more words to Vug and play Dyad or something. That's 33, 31. Doesn't score anywhere near as much, but Diane across here is 24. Keeps things blocked. Don't really see many other kind of candidate players here. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, I have a word going down from down to the W here. I have Diori. 36. Worthy. Yeah, it doesn't score as much. I think Diori, it looks pretty good. Let's do that. Is there kind of bingo here or not? I don't know. I don't think there is. At least not with the letters that are floating right now. Not enough choice of tiles here. Wow, that doesn't help. Okay. Interesting move though. Very interesting. What is the bot up to, hey? I think it's getting close to a bingo. I can play Saime. That's 33. Keeping 2 A's though. Anything down here doesn't really do a good enough job. Saime looks pretty good. Just score so much. And I'm about a bingo-ish ahead, so but does bingo somehow, then I'm not gonna score too much. Unless I use that D of Dioi, but I think it's not too bad here. Not too bad unless I draw a Q with nowhere to play it. Okay, Dronius comes down, okay. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Pand, I think, looks like the best play here. 30 points. Scores really well. We'll go back ahead again. I'll have Yakona. Okay, Seta comes down. That's an interesting move. Generally pretty good tiles with that rack, so I'm assuming that it has like maybe 2 other vowels or something. Otherwise that can't really be the best play. I can't really think how it would be the best play with another consonant. So I'm gonna play Yakona here. I don't think I have much of a choice. It's 36 points. Okay, so Job has been played. That's 48. Well, can't really use the triple on the right side of the board. I can't play something like Mil, M-I-L. Kind of looks like a wimpy move, but the J and the Q really racks up the score. Puts it up to 36 points. Keeps some decent tiles at least, but I do need to draw at least 2 vowels here. Shame I can't really play parallel and go down to hit the double on this turn. But I think this is probably the best I can really do here. I don't think I can hit the double. No, I don't think I can. Oh wow. Okay, well, I just drew a vowel and a blank and a W, which actually goes well with the tiles that I have. So that's nice. So I have wealths going down here, and it actually does still fit. 105 points there. Let me just see if there's anything else. Is there anything that could go down here? Is there anything I can do down here that blocks up everything? Actually, it might be better off just doing wealth anyway. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this. 105. Visa comes down for 44. It's kind of the move that I was, well, obviously a bingo also, but this was kind of the move that I was not too happy to see. Although we're still slightly ahead here. Do need to tread carefully. Because the game is kind of it's not necessarily precarious, but there's still elements in this game where I think fireworks can still happen. Yeah, like bingos can still happen with OU or an E or an S down here. Although it does kind of look at this moment in time not that great for anyone who's behind. But things can still happen. Could play something like Lou. It doesn't score much. I just can't do much, and I don't want to open anything up. Just start taking up space in the kind of interior areas of the board. And this is got a nice spot for like Fez or something that would score 30 odd points on this tight board. Good to take that spot away. And getting rid of 3 kind of unwanted tiles, so I think this is not too bad here. Oh wow, I just drew to loweries in 2 spots, so I have loweries on SOU and jobs, so I have that to come down to 74 points. And this is 62, so I have a guaranteed bingo here, I think, unless the bot plays through OU or something. Paya blocks one of the bingo lanes, so I have to play this here now. Do have to be careful that there is a Z still unseen, so something like Zarf or Zerf would immediately counter this bingo. But I think I have no choice but to play this. And I'm the one that draws the Z. Okay. That is good. I'm 100 ahead now. I just come down, so I have ZE, and this actually blocks off the board completely, almost. Well, I can play Zig, in fact. Much better play. And there is an L still open, but I think Zig will win the game no matter what, so I'm going to go with that. And is there a bingo onto this L here? Oh, actually there's a bingo at top here. Ban Lui, however you pronounce it. So I'm going to win this game, but the spread is going to be cut heavily here. But I took the move that wins the game every time, at the very least, so that is good. I mean, I also could have, I mean, again, I could have just played ZE and left one in the bag. Maybe that would have been slightly better. I didn't really think about how many tiles were in the bag at this point. So yeah, I need to be a bit more aware of those things. But yeah, it's a game in the bag for me now. And there you go, there's the bingo. So I'm up, I win by 33. I'm up to 3-1 now. And 33, spread of plus 1, 2, 4. Okay, so after 4 games, it does mean that option 1 is already the winning prediction result. So I'm going to pay out option 1 right now. So well done if you voted for option 1, 3 wins or better. What I might actually do is do another one. Because why not? Let's see. 4... plus, I don't know. Let's see. 3.5 to, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put out another prediction right now. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm going to put out a prediction right now. I'm not going to give you too much time to kind of put your monies on it. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Okay, I put out another prediction. There's a 3-way prediction now, 3 different possible results. Option 1 is that when I'm actually on a... well, option 1 is 4 wins and plus 100 spread or more. Option 2 is that I have 3.5 wins or 4 wins and a 99 spread or less. And option 3 is just that I stay on 3 wins and I don't win any more games tonight. So go ahead, use your A9 quiz wisely and get predicting on this bonus prediction that we have going on. Good morning, Nomi Nima, good to see you here. We're playing against the best bot right now. We're 3-1 up so far. We're going to be playing another 3 more games tonight. So let's keep going, move on to game number 5. The bot will go first. But so yeah, get your A9 quiz... get your 89 coins down wisely, get predicting on what you think the result will be. You don't have all that much time to predict, so yeah, get on that right now. Okay. Voila. Unitive? Can't really put UI anywhere or Alti, so I think Unitive. Yeah, I don't know. Just get rid of a bunch of these vowels. Then I get some more, so that's fine. Okay, you've got about 3 minutes left, or just under 3 minutes left now to make your predictions. Use your channel points, get involved in what you think the result will be. There's 3 games left. There's 3 options to choose from in the prediction. Okay, Dalk. To be played. Get any bingos here? Don't have much here. I can't even play anything in this spot. something like emo. Doesn't really score too greatly. Don't love it. I don't love it. But I don't know. Tough move. I feel like I should get rid of another vow here, but hard to do it without giving away a lot of points. I've erased. Managed to draw into a bingo that plays in multiple spots. Interesting. That's nice. Okay, Nove has come down. I don't think it's a bingo with a V here. I don't think so. Don't think so. So I think erased an emos might be best here. Okay. I think that's the one. Okay, Pukia has come down. As I do have the Q. What can I do here? I can play Suk, S-U-Q. That blocks off that the triple and gets rid of my Q, but it does get rid of my S at the same time. Might not be the worst move in the world, to be fair. Does score pretty well, so maybe we'll just do it then. We'll get rid of this Q. Yeah, something like Hag might be good here. HAGG for 34. Okay, so the bot is got a lot of vowels, it seems. Does this change anything? So I don't think it really changes much. I don't think it does. I think I still play Hag here. I don't see much else. Okay, have drawn no... Didn't draw any vowels there. It's quite possible the bot is hoarding all of them. I could actually play Dixie here in demos. That scores 31 despite not having any vowels. That's really pretty good. Looks very strong here. I don't feel the bot is going to be playing there. It's probably going to use the triple to some degree. Any of the 5 triples that are open, and it actually doesn't use any of those, but either way, I mean, let me actually think if there's anything that hits a triple here. Yeah, I don't think so. So, wait a minute, let me think if there's anything across here then. I don't think so either, so maybe just Dixie. I think we'll just go with that. Stick with the original plan here. Okay, Jangled comes down for 48. Fortunately, it wasn't anything longer than that. So Trouch, I think, is a word. So I could do that. I think that looks very good here. 42. Okay. Yeah, I've only drawn one vowel. There's still 2 blanks and 2 S's unseen, which is a worry. Especially for to a rack that I have. Won't really be able to answer to a bingo here in any hurry. So I might play something like Feg at the bottom of the board here. Scores well. There's also the Unseen Z that's still available. That at least reduces the danger of that happening. Or potentially any bingos potentially as well. So yeah, gonna have to play off the F and the G here. Assuming that this stays open. So yeah, once again, we're about halfway, we're more than halfway through the stream now, but if you guys have been enjoying the stream, okay, so Wins has come down, I'm going to play Feg. Don't draw any vows, but if you've been enjoying the stream and you don't already follow this channel, then please go hit that follow button right now. If you are watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, we're also streaming on YouTube as well, so if you're watching on there, then please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Got plenty of videos already there right now, and hopefully more in the future. So yeah, go do all those things. Just help support Scrabble streaming. Marrows has come down with both blanks. Oh, this is an issue because the Z is still unseen. Could draw into it here next to Nove, but I can't really do too much. I could do something like Rift, trying to take out half the tiles that are in the bag and maybe hope to draw the Z. That might really be my best chance of winning now. Just make it whoever gets the Z first. I do not draw the Z with that draw. Oh, 8 has come down, which makes me think that the bot does have the Z now. And if it does, it's in a very, very strong position. So really, there's actually no real point in actually blocking it. I actually probably need a bingo to win now. So that's going to be a problem. But I'm only 9 points behind. So yeah, I'm going to have to leave one in the bag. I don't really know. I mean, I don't really know what else I can really do here. I'm gonna have to just hope to hit a bingo here. So something like HO or HE here might be the best things I could do. Trying to think of how many of these letters actually combine with to make a bingo. Doesn't feel like it's actually all that many. Especially if we kind of say that the Z and maybe the A or O isn't in the bag anymore. Because I think 8 is a very deliberate setup play here for the Z. So the bot, we're going to assume that the bot is going to get 70 points next turn, and I'm just going to have to fish and hope to bingo out. There's not a great deal else in terms of options here. Just don't know. If you play Hob, then the bot will know what I have, which is going to be the problem here. I don't see a great way of actually being able to navigate this. Especially if the Z is going to come down for at least 60, 70 points, I'm going to have to open up something, and I can't see a way to play off one tile and hit a bunch of different things that will win, or win enough times for me to be like, yeah, I have to do this. Really, the only thing I can see is notable. If I pick an A, drop the E, but the chances at the bottom might already have the A. That's why it's setting up aid. So I don't really know how that's really going to help me. Honestly, I don't think I can win this game. I just being honest here. And this might be one of those games where I actually have to abandon trying to win the game and just try and reduce the spread as much as possible. And that might also just be the case if I play in a tournament. This is what I'm going to have to do. Hope that the bot doesn't have anything that goes next to the Z here. That might be my best chance. Which is really not really much of a chance. Okay, so I did draw an A, and I have an L. So the bot does have pause or yes here. Likely to probably play pause. Let's see what it wants to do to go out here. So yeah, this is the kind of situation. If we were playing, if we were just watching my stream and playing a regular series where the spread doesn't matter and I can just play hob and just hope for the best, that might have been what I would have done. But again, we want to count the spread and not lose by too much in these kind of situations, so not hemorrhage spread. So having to set up shop here a little bit. Just accept that I'm going to lose the game and try and not lose by as much as I would have done otherwise. But anyway, we need to figure out what the bot's going to do next. It's taking its time to work it out. Look at the end game here. I mean, I'm expecting they will play pause. Then it has a Yeti or Yite to go out. But then again, I'm not doing the simulation in my head. There's a actual calculation going on right now, I guess. That's trying to work it out. Which is this? This is 19. None of my moves actually score very much. So yeah, there we go. Pause is the move there. Mainly because I can't play next to the P, so I'm gonna have to play something down here. I can play something like Lance. That's 26 points. looks pretty good, I think. I mean, not in terms of the actual result, but you know, in terms of hopefully the best play for me. So there you go, basically Yeti underneath for 26. So yeah, we lose by 55. So with that, we're now at 3-2. Spread is at plus 69. So let's just update that on the scoreboard for you right there. So yeah, 3-2 right now. We've got 2 more games to go. Let's move on to game number 6. And I have a bingo. I have Peltast. So yeah, I think we're going to play that. Yeah. Bow front. So have a bingo through the O at the very least. Nucleoli. Is there anything else? I don't see anything else. Okay, I think we're going to go with it here. 62. Okay. Not sure if I missed a better bingo there or not. Okay, Vifta has come down. So yeah, I'm trying to look at to play along that B at the top of the board, but I'm not seeing too many high-scoring plays here. Or at least, where's that score? Get rid of a bunch of tiles. Which is now suggesting that I should just play something like Wax above Nucleoli to end in the U. Which might be a solution here. Not seeing much else. Just 39 points. Okay. Apiphobe? Is that a word? Am I imagining that? I think it's a new word, isn't it? Is that a new word? Oh man. This is void, so I might as well just try it. Yep, there he is. Phew. Thought I saw it somewhere. So I have Bijous that on the triple here that scores 69. If it doesn't get blocked, likely to be the best play there. Even have Joys down here for 64. So there's two very good options for me next turn. There's lots of ways to get rid of this J here. This is a really good board for J's. I have Joy for 48 there. Even have Joy for 48 down here. So there's so many ways to play off the J. And actually, what has actually happened is that it hasn't blocked any of those things. So my ways of playing the J are all open here. I think I'm going to play Bijous. It scores the most and gets rid of just kind of awkward vowels. Well, could do with the U right now, but it's okay. Can't complain. Zesty has been played now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is potentially play a little bit of board control here. I'm going to play Eyed. This is 38 points. It blocks off any bingos with Apiphobes. There's only one S and one black anyway, but does a good job to kind of corner the board off a little bit here. Okay, so I just drew into two eyes, so I can play QIN at the top of the board. Nor actually ends up blocking the bingo lane in column B, so that's good for me. I'm going to play QIN here. Take up this top space of the board, just take it out. I don't want any bingos coming down now. Now we kind of have to address, we can't really address all the S hooks on the board, but we could address the S in the top right corner. If we really want to. I also have this play here. I could play this for 41 if I don't want to open anything. King has come down. Again, doesn't seem to have many vowels. So I could play that. I could play something like Aim. This is kind of very blocky here. That does kill off that triple. And I do have HIE going down here next to Zesty next turn anyway, so I think this is actually a pretty good play. Take the opportunity now to block it and don't have to worry about this top right part of the board anymore. Up by 141, but we'll need 2 bingos to come back. There's still spaces on the board with S's or blanks, and there's still in the middle of the board that flowing TAS of Peltast that can still be a threat to open up more parts of the board later on. So don't forget, we have one more game tonight after this, and then we will come back again for another 7 games next time. Okay, so wrong has come down. There's actually no S hook for wrong, so that kind of leaves me to just play almost whatever I want here. So another interesting option is I could play EDH here for 27, blocking off the potential bingo lane from the A for 27. This pretty much leaves. Actually, there aren't many. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There are not hardly any hooks for AD available left now, but a whole bunch for SH. So maybe not this. So yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with playing Ho for 34, and I think that will be fine here. Okay, just during 2 U's. So yeah, with this win potentially, then I'm going to go into next week. So on Tuesday, the next time we'll do this, potentially in the lead of this this series. It'll be however short-lived it may be, but that will be nice. Okay, what are we going to do now? So again, I don't really want to open up the board, and again, and this might be kind of killing my rack a little bit, but I'm going to play Drivel here for 30. Keeps LUU. Again, I don't have any problems with this to a certain degree because there are no more L's or U's left. Don't have to worry about duplicating these tiles. Gives me another 30 points, and yeah. Puts me even further in front. I'm now 156 points ahead. So yeah, I got pretty lucky today. It's fair to say that. But it's not all over yet. Can still potentially win more. So Stayed has come down. Interesting. What is it trying to do here? What is it trying to do? There's no real places to bingo on this board apart from the floaters that it just gave, and also down from Peltas. So in theory, I could play something like Aurum here, and that would actually block off everything. Unless there's some kind of like parallel play next to Stayed that would play like Antiphas or something, Anti-Fix, those kind of moves. So maybe if I wanted to block that off as well, I could do something like Curd or something like that. Clued. Something that just kind of doesn't really help with anything whatsoever. So those things are possible here. Just wondering if there's a slightly higher scoring play that I can make here that doesn't open anything or doesn't have any hooks. Trying to figure that out right now. Could even play queued. It actually is scores a bit more. But I think I might play clued anyway. Oh, but then you still leave the A open, so I can't really do that either, can I? So the question is also, I could play crude here, and you need to use the blank as an R or an S. I don't know how many bingos there are, like Fainest, that would actually fit with the S as a blank. Like, there can't be that many. Fakiest, potentially. There's a few still, but I think that maybe maybe something like Aura might be fine here. The bot just played off 5 tiles. You'd have to hit every single thing. I think this is probably okay. Oh, it's very close to something. If it... Oh, does it have something? I'm not even sure I even had a bingo. I can't really tell if it had a bingo before I blocked anything. I'm not sure. But yeah, don't mind playing this. Trying to preserve my spread here. I can score a lot of points with a K as well, so it's actually not a bad tile to have at this stage. Can play something like Kale, just 39. Even Kia up here for 33. Yep, and neither of those are going to get... Well, both of them can't get blocked, so we're in good shape here. So hopefully try and get some more points, but we'll see. So yes, once again, don't forget that there is another game after this. There's one more. We've played 5 games. This is game number 6, and we'll have 7 games in total tonight. Hope you enjoyed enjoying the games that have been played so far today. Putting a little bit more thought into these moves than I normally do. So yeah, that's important going into a major event in a couple of months from now. Okay, Faye has come down, so that blocks off one of the spots that I had, so I guess I'll just play in the other spot, play Kia. I think that's really the move here. And the boat goes out with amps, so I win by 112. I'm up to 4 and 2, and a spread of 181. So yeah, very good so far, very good. But we still have one more game to go. So let's round off the evening with game number 7. And the bot will go first. And we'll see how we do after this one. But we're guaranteed to be ahead going into match day 2, which will be on Tuesday. We'll be playing another 7 games. Games number 8 to 14. And we'll see what the score will be at the end of that as well. So we'll do 14 match days of this, and we'll see what the score will be. Okay, Mousia comes down. Took a long time to figure out what to play or where to play it. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Jouk is possible here. I can play Jerk. That looks probably slightly better. I don't know. Jerk gives away the Y hook as well, so maybe Jouk is fine. On the side of caution here. Okay. So I have fleecing through that eye of Mousia. It's quite likely it'll get blocked actually, I think. I'm not going to expect it to stay open. I feel like the bot will probably play next to Jouk. Or play parallel to Mousia somehow, or maybe play through the K or something like that. Or just play through the O. It's like right in the middle of the board. Have to hope that the bot plays somewhere else. It does block it with sync. What we got here? Something like Feg. Something like Feg is it's okay here. Okay, Wend has been played. Trying to figure out what to do here. Too many U's. Just drew out 2 U's here. Could play Kunai above Feg potentially. Maybe Nucleic. I think that's a word. 44. Yep, there we go. That looks pretty good to me. very tight board here. This is kind of the setup or the kind of shape that the best bot really likes or wants to kind of put down here, and it plays it plays the B for just 12 points. Very scary here because it means that the bot is very close to something. It's almost ready to pull the trigger on a bingo of some kind. Doesn't feel like there's not much we can do about it. Can't even find a word that goes across here. That doesn't use my blank. Don't see anything. We played root early today as well. That doesn't play anywhere. It might actually be something kind of strange like Oxo here. That's 22 points. It gives away a lot of points underneath potentially, but you're just scoring some points and trying to keep things moving. And if you kind of make some inferences, maybe something like Ox is actually pretty good. Because this blocks the S hook for Wens and Fegs. There's not really that many places to go as a bingo, and it sets up my own O for Oxo. So I'm actually thinking that this might be better. On a static play, this is probably not that good, but you have to think that the bot has an S, and if it's ready to play a B and not really do anything, I think it's ready to bingo very soon, and it might be now. So if I do Ox now, then hopefully we can bingo, which we should be able to, if the bot doesn't play here. We have like Aureola or Arousal, things like that. All those things are there for us. It does still have, like, you know, there's still a bingo underneath here with sinks, for example, but this is one more difficult to hit. Making two other specific words as well, instead of just one, but just with an S, so it's a lot more difficult to hit, but obviously not impossible either. So Veg has just come down, so maybe I did disrupt something with that play, which is good. Okay, so now I have to figure out what my best bingo is. I may have just stopped the bot from going crazy here, but I think I can do Auroral. This opens up 2 bingo lanes, but although there's not that difficult or not that easy to use, I'm gonna put the R on this side instead. Doesn't give any floaters though either, so that's always a nice thing. So let's do that. Okay, Pelorism comes down, so yeah, you can see that it did have an S, and then had an O. Again, those things might have just been drawn, but yeah, it was close to bingo. It was there. It was getting there. 1 minute, let me think. Yeah, something like potion might be fine here, I think. That's defo has come down 46. The bot's now about a bingo ahead. I have to try and catch up somehow. So I can play Lithe. I might have to just start opening up the board now because I'm behind. It's just kind of how the game has kind of progressed. And may just have to do this. 45 points. Okay, so 8th has come down, 23 points. It's kind of blocking up a lot of the bottom part of the board. Not overly surprising. Something like Wheeled. Yeah, Wheeled might be fine here. Yeah, okay. Doesn't give me good floaters though. But it might not be a huge deal. Okay. Oh no, so a Zine comes down for 71. That's a bingo score essentially, and that might be it. Doesn't look good for me here. Yeah. There's not many places to go now. Might have to be forced to play something like Oboe just to kind of score some points. Keep the points going really. Almost have things like Outbox down here. Doesn't quite work. So yeah, it might just be Oboe. 25. I'll go down by 70 here. So yeah, kind of on the cusp of really being too far behind to catch up. I think I have a bingo through the O though. So Stotting or Tottings I think are good, so I could play that if that O stays open, but it really is the most obvious place to, well, the O and the L, Pilorism, really obvious places now to play a bingo through. I feel like the bot's going to tick it out. And it doesn't actually, interesting. So yeah, I'm going to play Stotting because I need, well, it's only 4 tiles in the bag, so actually maybe not. Tottings, there's a Q and an iron scene as well, so could get hit with something potentially here. Could just do starting. Give myself more chances of going out. Okay, the bot will have QI. Oh, I guess it just tried to block my outplay, which I think it did. Had Ore or Uri to go there. And it played it pretty quickly, so I'm assuming there's actually no other way for me to go out. Because it just left its QI on its rack. And it left an A, so it could also go out with Cade. So now I have to work out what the best outplay is here. Ooh, to do some math now. So what would be the best work? What would be the best move here to block QI? So it'd be something like Y, probably. 9 points. Can't really score that much anyway, so maybe it's better doing that and letting the bot go out with Cade rather than QI. QI scores 44. Now I can't score that many points anyway. So it seems like blocking QI might be best, because it would essentially it would really get a kind of a free move anyway, because I can't do that much. So yeah, I think it's just Rye. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Okay, we'd let the bot go out with Cade and just be done. Okay. Oh, it plays QI down here for 36. Okay, so this is actually better than Cade also. Okay, interesting. Didn't think that I was going to get another turn here, so I guess I get 6 points here. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so the best bot wins game 7 by 83 points. £83, which means that the final record for tonight, after 7 games, this series of 100 games against the best bot, it finishes tonight in my favor, 4-3, and I have a spread of plus 98 out of these first 7 games. So yeah, much better than I actually would have anticipated after 7 games. I thought I was already going to be lucky if I win at least 2 games, but I'll take the wins as best as I can. So yeah, I know that there'll be other weeks where I won't be able to get anywhere near as many as this, but it's a good start to the series at least. So yeah, that's about it for my stream tonight. Thank you to everyone who got involved with the prediction that was ongoing earlier on the stream. Everyone that got involved with the chat, and everyone that got involved with the FINIWORDS game that's above my head right here. Thank you all for doing that, and anyone that watched either live or maybe you're watching this after the fact as well. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you have enjoyed the stream and don't already follow this channel, please go and hit that follow button right now on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go subscribe to my channel as well. If you want to help support this channel, then please consider subscribing to the Twitch channel as well. You can do that literally for free using your Amazon Prime if you haven't already subscribed to anybody for this month. Another way you can also do it is give bits through Twitch as well. Again, those things you don't have to do. It would just be nice if you did, but no obligation to do any of those things. But yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday for match day 2. We'll be playing games number 8 to 14, and that's the next one. So again, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. We'll be doing more of this very soon. So yeah, I think that is all we have for tonight. Let's see who we got. We don't really have anyone to raid tonight, but I'm just gonna raid the FINIWORDS channel. Actually, no, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna actually raid StudyCade just because I haven't really raided them very much. But if you want to play more FINIWORDS, that's literally above my head on the screen here, with some looks like it's some high prob bingos and some I don't know, some high fives as well. Then go ahead and do that. So just go ahead and continue with this raid. We're gonna go raid StudyCade. So yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll be back on Tuesday night for more games against the best spot. So yeah, take care of yourselves, and I hope you guys have a good evening. So good night, everyone. Take it easy.